San Diego's almost like near the Mexican border, that far south.
Why was California so big? I feel like you could have cut that into like 5 states.
So from what I remember from how the states got their shapes on History Channel, the whole reason that they let California be that big was because the United States feared that they would be bigger. Like they would extend, like they would, like if they didn't accept them into statehood as soon as they did, they would actually extend their border to the Rocky Mountains.
Oh, so they think California would have become its own like country?
Pretty much, I guess, or at least would rival the rest of the United States.
That's dumb as shit. Interesting though, but dumb as shit.
You know,
Just think about like the East Coast. How many states are along there?
Yeah,
That's true.
Well, I mean, the District of Columbia, those boundaries were technically supposed to be a diamond.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it obviously the diamond goes between Maryland and Virginia, but when Virginia seceded, they took back the land that they gave for Washington D.C.
Yeah,
but the odd part is that once the Civil War ended, they never gave it back. So it's kind of so DC DC's technical DC's boundaries is technically this like this like piece of a diamond, and then like the border between Maryland and Virginia.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Make DC a state. It's dumb that it's not.
How's everyone's week going?
Pretty good. I actually have a story where I had a slight breakdown.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We love a good breakdown.
I know.
I was gonna say everyone's gotta have one.
Yeah. So as our listeners recall, I work in the produce department of a grocery store.
You do?
Yes.
Oh.
I recall.
Thank you. And so this happened. What's today? Today is Tuesday. This happened on Sunday. So for whatever reason, I think just to play it safe, most of my managers like to order heavy, like bring in like an excessive amount of product. So I'm breaking down this pallet, and I find 5 cases of shredded red cabbage, and it's already pissing me off because
it's shredded.
Well, not necessarily, but we already have 4 cases on hand.
I didn't think that's too popular of an item.
Yeah, for us, it's not really. I mean, we'll go through like a case, maybe like a case like a day or something. But it's like bottom line, we don't need like 10 cases of red shredded cabbage on a Sunday in the middle of March. So I find the 5. I put it in like 2 different spots because the wall where we keep all that stuff is like totally full. So I'm just like improvising at this point. Continue breaking down the pallet, move a bunch of other boxes. I find this one more small box. Pick it up. I see that it's red shredded cabbage, and I'm like, "There's another one." And then just to get real dramatic, the Buddhist monks who set themselves on fire in the '60s. I was just like, I literally screamed, "I'm ready to suffocate myself with red shredded cabbage."
That would have been an image to see.
Yeah, and I totally forgot that one of my coworkers was standing like 10 feet away from me. So he sees me go through this whole rant, and then without skipping a beat, he looks at me and just goes, "Try to have a good day."
As you give him the stare that will kill 1,000 men.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like I look at him and I'm teetering on like 1,000 different emotions, because it's like I'm sick and tired of seeing red shredded cabbage and tired of seeing like the sheer amount of stuff that we got for that day, and just to like try to stay as level headed as possible, I just calmly say, if I hadn't just come off a fit of rage, I probably would be laughing right now.
We love a good angry laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that your angry laugh?
Yeah. You don't want to say it when I'm
Sounds
really
like
angry.
a fucking parrot.
I was gonna say it sounds like the Count from Sesame Street.
One dead body. Fair.
Yes.
What is this? Episode 18?
Episode 18.
Episode 18.
Okay.
18.
That's wild. Almost 20. We got to figure out what we're going to do for 20.
Yeah.
Not a cake. Oh wait, I said that last time.
Well, we are.
did.
Well, also we also already did a cake. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. A bigger cake.
Maybe
Sure.
I'll do something for episode 20.
That would be nice.
I'm going to eat a cake. And guess what? I'm going to bring it here and put it in Jim's workbench. And you're going to go out there and be like, cake. I'll be like, Corey, when you look at the cake, just ruin my surprise. Corey, when you look at the cake, ruin my surprise. What are you doing? Ruin my surprise.
Hey everyone, welcome to Dumb Trivia. Episode 18.
18.
Where your questions are dumb and your hosts
Questions
are
are dumb
dumber.
and your hosts are dumber.
Why are you just copying everything
Why are you
I'm
just copying everything I'm saying?
saying? No! Muted.
Yes.
No. Oh, yay.
Welcome.
Yes,
Thanks for
welcome,
coming back.
listeners. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
How was the last after show? How'd I do?
You did great.
I'd say so.
Yeah,
Thanks.
We'll
Yeah,
keep you
it was
around.
it was a great first start.
I got some emails that said it was probably the best one yet.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Did what, like,
Can't wait to see those emails.
Yeah, did
I'll show you
did
after
the
we're done
episode,
recording.
Did the episode come out and then you hear some knocks at your door and you open it up and it's the entirety of, like, your township in New Jersey applauding for you and they're like, Corey,
Yeah.
Corey. And
They
they
did.
lifted you up on their shoulders and carried you and going, Corey.
How did you know?
Corey. And you're like, guys, where are you taking me? They're like, Corey, Corey. And then you look up on the hill and there's a giant wicker man and they're like, Corey, Corey. You're like, I don't know, Corey.
Am I the sacrifice?
Yes, and guess what's on the wicker man? 8 nipples. To get fat sucked out of. Corey.
We're finally making that dumb trivia branded soap.
Want to do some trivia today?
I do, because guess what?
Yeah.
I have some trivia.
You have some trivia?
What's the weirdest unit of measurement you can think of?
Neatscape.
Cubits.
Cubits? I would think buttload.
Oh, what was the one I had with the mouse?
Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey's.
Mickey, yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah, we've done a couple units of measurements.
Yes.
I kind of, just thought, let's roll with it. Let's do weird.
I got one more for you.
What?
Jiffy.
Jiffy.
Jiffy's an actual.
Jiffy Pop?
Yeah,
Jiffy is an actual unit of
Jiffy is an
measurement.
actual unit of measurement.
Yeah. So I decided to come out here with some weird unit of measurements for you.
Awesome.
Some facts about that.
All right.
Yeah. So,
All right.
first question.
Yes.
A jiffy.
No way.
Yes. A jiffy is the duration of one tick of the system timer interrupt on a computer, which is essentially the amount of time it takes for a program to send a request and then the system to interrupt it.
Okay.
Okay. How long is this?
Okay.
Is it 0.001 second, 0.1 second, 0.01 second, or 1 second?
I'm going with the first option.
Yeah, I was.
0.001?
That's what it sounded good to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
A jiffy is 0.01 seconds. It's how long it takes for a computer to interrupt itself.
Huh.
Yeah.
So close.
A jiffy was going to be my third question, but since you brought it up, I decided to make it my first one. That was funny. Yeah, Jiffy is
Yeah.
so when someone's like back at a jiffy, you should just really respond with no, you're not.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought it up.
Good segue.
Yeah.
Oh, back in a GIF.
Be like, oh
Yeah.
really?
Oh, that's
really?
why it sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Got
exactly.
it.
There you
Exactly.
go.
I say that. That's such a white person thing to say.
Let's look off some other fun white people things to say.
Eating a bag of chips. Get these away from me.
Let's rock and roll after you eat at dinner.
Let's rock
Yeah.
and roll.
sounds-
My favorite one is when you're in line and they look behind it and you say,
We came-
"Oh,
we
we
came-
came at the right time."
Oh my god, I love these. What are some other good ones?
I'm guilty of saying a few.
I say all of them.
Yeah.
It's fun.
What's some other good ones?
There was a lot of fun
yeah.
ones. I can't think of the top of my head. We'll have to look them up another time. The Jimmy Griffin Snow Index was named after the mayor of Buffalo and measures snow by cans of beer. 1 beer for every 4 inches. After the mayor told the residents to buy a 6-pack of what brand of beer to prepare for the upcoming snowstorm.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
So essentially, it's like, Dan, this is going to be a 6er on the Jimmy Griffin Snow Index. Essentially, you're looking at like 2 feet of snow.
Okay.
Yeah. So your options are Genesee, Rolling Rock, Pabst Blue Ribbon, or Labatt Blue.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. I got to go with my
You
gut.
gotta go with PBR?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go Genesee.
Genesee, PBR?
Yeah.
Andres, you picked right.
Yeah.
As the Genesee River is a river that flows through New York.
All right.
Should have been a gimme. Should
Should
have.
have.
Should have.
Should have.
I like that one. That was like the one that like started it. I was like looking up just fun things. It was a weird unit of measurement. Jim
I like
Snow
that.
Index.
Yeah. 4 inches is pretty big.
Guys, it's above average, okay? Guys, 4 inches is big.
Yeah.
It's not about the size, but the motion of the ocean. I don't know, but then again, you are very small. The other night, I sent a Lord of the Rings meme to our little group chat with
my
our super
God.
significant others, and Corey,
Yeah.
and I said I had like a whole stash, and Corey was like, send them all, and I proceeded to send 52 images all at once,
That was 52.
not knowing. I kind of just thought Instagram would send them all at once, not knowing that no, they would send 52 individual alerts to everybody.
It was ridiculous.
Did you guys just look at them all?
I couldn't.
I didn't know it was 52. I guess when I opened it, it
wasn't done sending.
No, I think it scrolled all the way down to like the next message, so I only saw like the last like 3.
Oh, you guys should go check them out. They're all pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a Lord of the Rings fan. I was going to do Lord of the Rings facts, but there's too many. A cow's grass is a unit of measurement determining the size. Get the nail. Get the bolt gun.
It's called a cattle prod. Let's not resort to drastic measures right away.
Okay, cow's grass is a unit of measurement determining the size of land based off the amount of grass one would need to feed one cow.
Okay.
So you have one cow, you need one cow's grass worth of land.
Okay.
Two, et cetera, et cetera. In what country did this unit of measurement originate in?
It's a cow farm. There's going to be cows outside.
Are you finished? Switzerland, Uganda, Mongolia, or Ireland?
Oh.
I'm good.
Say it again?
Yeah.
Switzerland, Uganda, Mongolia, or Ireland?
I want to say Ireland.
Ireland.
I think it's Ireland.
Ireland.
I'll go Switzerland.
Switzerland, Ireland.
Switzerland was my second guess.
Yeah. Going with Ireland and Switzerland. The answer is Ireland.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Good job, Corey.
Yeah.
They don't really use that unit of measurement because it's pretty fucking vague.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Well, because, I mean, especially after the agricultural revolution where those cows just got fucking huge.
Yeah, that's true, too.
It's like that's a lot more grass.
Inflation, man. Got to eat more grass.
Yeah. I guess so.
What government agency coined the term the Waffle House Index? Was it the IRS, FEMA, the GSA, or the DOD?
What is the GSA?
General Service Administration.
And what's the DOD?
Department of Defense.
Right.
Okay. Could you just read the question and the options again for me, please?
What government agency coined the Waffle House Index? I'll explain it after the fact.
I sure hope so.
The IRS, FEMA, GSA, or Department of Defense.
That sounds like some real FEMA shit.
Yeah.
I'll go IRS was the first option. I'll go IRS.
Corey?
FEMA.
said
FEMA, IRS. The answer is FEMA.
Oh, nice.
So it was term was coined by FEMA Administrator Craig Furgate. And this term came from the phrase, if you get there and the Waffle House is closed, that's really bad, in reference to a hurricane. This index has 3 levels based on the extent of operations and service of the Waffle House restaurant. Being like Waffle Houses are open like fucking hell or high water most of the time.
Pretty
so
much.
Right.
if it's green, you got a full menu, restaurant has power, and damage is limited or none at all.
Okay.
You got yellow, you got a limited menu. No power or power from a generator or food supplies may low. You have red, the restaurant is closed, and that means there's severe damage or flooding.
Red is dead.
Red is not good. It's kind of a joke. It's not a real measurement to the point they had to someone FOIA requested it, which is Freedom of Information Act in 2017, to get all of the information about it. And the dude had to go on record and be like, no, I'm not paid by Waffle House. This was just a joke I made. It is not serious. So
I've never been to a Waffle House.
Aren't they mostly popular in the South?
there's in Lancaster, I've seen one.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, South Central PA is kind of the South for a lot of the.
There's a bunch where my brother lives.
Well,
he lives in the South.
Yeah, he lives in the South.
Yeah, that's true.
Waffle House is weird. My sister's been to a couple, and she says it's like a weird liminal space. Like you go in, and time just does not exist.
I like an IHOP.
I like an IHOP too.
I used to eat at IHOP with my grandmother. She used to call it IHOPed.
IHOPed.
Yeah, it's called IHOPed.
There was an IHOP near me, and there was this waitress there who was really, really nice. Her name was Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. Get her a towel, because this is Come on, Eileen.
Jesus Christ, that wasn't the joke I was going for.
Oh man.
It's because she had one leg. She worked at IHOP. And she leans.
Your joke was way more family friendly.
Was a little bit more family friendly.
Oh man.
GKB, or gram Nakabrot, is a unit of measurement from Swedish video game magazine Sega Force, measuring what? Irritability, odor, nausea, or time needed. Time needed being the reference.
Can you repeat the question again?
Time needed being the reference to like how much time it would take to beat a video game.
Okay.
Gram Nakabrot, or GKB, is a unit of measurement from Swedish video game magazine Sega Force, measuring what? Irritability, odor, nausea, or time needed.
I'm gonna go irritability.
Irritability,
What was the second option?
odor.
I'm going with odor.
Odor, irritability. Gram Nakabrot essentially means grams of crisp bed crumbs per square centimeter in a bed you've laid down to sleep in. Irritability.
What?
The idea being...
So I got that right?
Yeah,
Holy
the idea being the more crumbs of bread per square centimeter in your bed, the more annoyed you would be.
Wow. How about that?
They would rate video games in grams Nachbut.
Some would also say that would lead to an odor.
I mean, I guess if it
Depending-
molded,
Yeah, depending on how old those crumbs are.
you're not
yeah.
getting that point, but I'm sorry.
Half a point?
You'll get a high five.
Half a point? Other arm.
Shut up.
What? You said it was almost healed.
I guess by this point that it comes out, hopefully I'll be out of my sling by then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
I hope so.
Was that it?
That was 5?
Yeah, it can be 5. It can be 5.
Well done.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my weird unit of measurements.
Yeah. That was fascinating.
Thank you. I try. I thought it was a fun little topic.
Yeah, crumbs in your bed was not
Yes.
something I was not something I was expecting.
No, that
Nor
was
was
a
I
really fun
expecting
one.
it to be irritability.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I found a list of humorous units of measurement on Wikipedia. That's where I took a lot of these from.
Yeah.
Hey, Andres.
Yo.
I noticed your shirt says enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
You know what else enjoys the ride?
No.
Formula One drivers.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing up Formula One
Yeah,
drivers?
you
right
know-
now?
I just
Yeah.
have a weird suspicion that that's what we're going to be talking about on...
On what?
On
Wait
what?
a minute. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me we're going to talk about Formula One racers on the listener-submitted question of the week? I was trying to get you guys to say it with me.
Oh.
Listener submitted question of the week!
Listener-submitted question of the week.
Roll the song.
It's Dumb Trivia's listener submitted question of the week.
All right, today we have a dumb listener submitted caller of the week.
Dumb listener-submitted caller?
Dumb trivia listener
Submitted question of the-
caller of the week.
Question okay.
Caller. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still workshopping the title.
It's only been 20-some episodes.
Kennedy Barbara is currently a co-host of Lights Out, an all-female Formula One racing podcast focused on welcoming Formula One fans, old and new, into the high-speed, highly dramatic, wildly fun world of F1 racing. You can find the podcast via their Instagram profile, Lights Out F1 the podcast. Everyone, give it up for Kennedy Barba.
Woo! We finally made a button to go applause. Yeah.
There's the applause.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Long-time listener, first-time caller, right?
Yes,
Yep.
of course.
From the start.
From the start, from the early days.
Kennedy was actually, so when I was like first workshopping this podcast, I told Kennedy and she was like, Christian, this is great. I want you to tell me every time you get an episode up and text it to me. I'm going to listen to it right away. It goes up at 6
Absolutely.
a.m. on a Sunday, and that's when I wake up. I listen to it right away. And then
And lo and behold, we check our stats,
Yeah,
and
and
boom, there it is.
DC.
Right from her.
Yeah. First listener, everyone, DC. Yeah, it's great.
I mean, that's how it works out. Formula One races are really early in the morning
That's
for us who are
true.
stateside. So, it's just part of my Sunday morning routine. Hangover, this podcast, and then, lights out and away we go.
I love it.
Because at no point would 3 men screaming in your ears with a hangover be a bad idea.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I want nothing more than 3 men screaming in my ear, especially.
Well, you've come to the right place. Hey,
Wait, Kennedy, I gotta be honest. I've never been into racing. I always thought F1 was just like NASCAR, and you just turn
No.
left. And so I never had an interest. And I'll be honest, I actually sat down the other day with my stepdad and watched an F1 race. And holy shit,
they also turn right.
Yeah.
they turn right.
They do.
But
They do.
It's
And
exciting.
Yeah.
it really is. It's so exciting. There's so much more to it than I think, here in the States and as Americans, we only think of racing as just NASCAR, which is a whole, there's respect to it. And I've gained a lot of respect for racing in general, but certainly Formula One is a bit sexier because
Well, it's 'cause
they do
they're French.
turn left and right. Yeah, and they're French. And,
They're like,
yeah, they're European. So yes, for sure.
Yeah, we actually respect NASCAR a lot on this podcast. On episode 3, we actually didn't give it a title. We just said Rip Dale. Yeah,
I
so-
remember that episode.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kennedy, we're actually going to roll some die right now
Dice.
to get our point values for your question, and then you can let her rip, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I got 4.
I got 2.
I got 2.
No
the
way.
trend continues.
Again.
Every
The trend
goddamn
continues.
time we roll dice, somebody matches up with somebody.
No.
Okay, Kennedy,
All right. So
what do you got?
Hopefully I
Yeah.
get it right because I have the highest point value.
Yes.
Okay. I've thought really long and hard about this. I tried to be funny.
Okay.
So, in the state of Georgia, what is one item that it is illegal to eat with a fork? I can repeat that if you'd like me to do so.
In Georgia,
Kennedy. We all know it's fried chicken.
yeah.
Do you? No.
Episode like 4 or 5,
I thought it was 1.
or maybe even
Damn,
1.
I was really hungover and I fell asleep during that one.
Hey, okay. Do you know a question we would not know?
Do I know a
Anything
question
about
that you
Formula
know?
One?
Yes,
Yeah.
give us a Formula 1 question. Just the most basic shit, except they make right turns. We know that.
The most basic shit. How many teams participate in a Formula One season?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a
Yeah,
good
see,
one.
no idea. Do we have like a range, like 10 to 30?
It's more than 5.
More than 5.
More than 5.
Okay.
But less than 20?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
More than 5, less than
We're on
20.
a range.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 12,
Oh, I was going to go 12.
but you can also go 12.
I know. But do I really want to?
That's up to you, buddy.
I know, right?
I originally was going to say 13, but I feel like that's something where they're like, we don't have 13 teams. It's bad luck.
Right.
That's a good feeling.
18.
Good indication.
All right, Christian says 18. I'm going 12. Andres, what are you saying?
I'm going to go 10.
You're going 10?
Yeah.
All right, Kennedy, what is it?
All right, Andres, you're the winner. It is 10 teams.
L.
That's stupid.
10 teams, 20 drivers, or 2 drivers per team.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Wow. See,
Wow.
I knew you would be perfect for this.
You know, I try. I'm so sorry about my faulty first question.
Oh, don't be.
okay.
I'm really
It
nervous.
was a warm up. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But like question number 2, I think was 10 times better because you got that first one out of your system.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
So you were like, boom,
I tried so hard.
you got this. Well,
Well, thank you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's myself and 2 of my close girlfriends. We basically realized that we like Formula One and we didn't really see ourselves in the fan base as is. So we kind of wanted to create a community where we could talk about it. We could talk about racing and the engineering logistics and the stats and the things without feeling the pressure to know all the facts and figures. So Lights Out is a community where we welcome fans new and old to kind of join us in the journey of this really cool, amazing, very dramatic sport. The highs and lows of it. It's a cool way to kind of get your mind thinking. It's not just race cars. It's politics, business, marketing, and if you work in various fields like I do, which is a really informed storytelling kind of profession, that kind of makes me excited. So come on, we're so excited about, how this 2022 season is going to unfold.
and don't forget sexy Italian men.
And yes, sexy Italian men. Unfortunately, though, there aren't actually any sexy Italian men this season.
Are they ugly?
There are sexy Spanish drivers.
I'll take it.
Okay.
There you go.
Olay.
Go from Italian
Yeah.
to Spanish. That's a reasonable compromise.
There are
indeed.
Italian teams.
Okay.
There are Italian teams. Ferrari, ring a bell,
Maybe.
Yeah, they seem small.
So, like,
Yeah.
because now we're in it here. What's the most common nationality for, like, a driver? It's my trivia question for you.
I don't necessarily know. I think, I don't know. There are a lot of British drivers, a lot of
Fair.
a lot of Spanish drivers. There is like kind of a wild card Australian driver at the moment.
Is it more of a European sport?
Yeah, so it's kind of operated solely out of Europe. There are a lot of people, if you're not based kind of in the European region, so to speak, it's a big sacrifice. You kind of have to move to that area to be able to get into it. Karting begins when you're like 7, 8, 9 years old, and sort of from that point
Damn.
on, you're invested in it. It's a really expensive, very intense form of sport. And it's weird. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but when I was 7 years old, like, I did not want to do what I'm doing now. So it's kind of crazy to think that when you are 7, your dream career could actually become a reality if you stick to it and invest a lot of money into it. And so that's sort of how it is for a lot of young people in this sport.
That's awesome.
I don't even want to wear the same shirt I wore this morning. I couldn't imagine at 7. This is what I'm doing for the rest of the life.
Right. I mean, for me, I feel like my life didn't really begin until I was in my 20s. So
right?
I can't even imagine my career basically being over by the time that I'm 30. So, yeah.
So I guess it's F1 racers and Disney child stars.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, thank you, Kennedy.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
thank
of
you.
course.
Really appreciate it. And everyone listening, go check out their podcast. It's called Lights Out. Where can they find it?
And you can find it via our Instagram called Lights Out F1 the podcast.
There you go.
All right.
Very nice.
Check it out. Tell them Dumb Trivia sent you.
Yeah. Kennedy's a
Please
hoot.
do.
Yeah, listen to her. She's probably has a lot of interesting things to say outside of F1 racing.
I mean, I like to think I do, but probably not that much. So
Damn.
No, I appreciate you guys inviting me and, wanting me to come on. I'm so excited for how this episode's going to turn out for y'all.
Well, thanks for coming in, Kennedy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
All right, Kennedy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.
It's Dumb Trivia's Listener Submitted Question of the Week. Now back to the show.
See, I told you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to give you that one. You were right. I don't know how you could have known that.
Yeah. Thanks, Kennedy.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Kennedy.
thanks, Kennedy, for coming on.
Always a delight. We definitely didn't communicate this beforehand to you. You just knew it.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. Good job, Andres.
Thank you.
Pulled that out of your fucking ass.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
close. 2 off.
Yeah. I mean,
I was close 8 off.
Kennedy, you can come back on the show anytime you want. You were
yes.
great, and you're a York alum, so we love
That's
you
true.
because of that.
That's
Yeah.
true. Keep up the good work, and then make sure you check out her podcast. It will be linked
Yeah.
in our episode description.
Yeah. I don't know.
Lights out.
Lights Out F1
Yeah.
podcast.
I'll have to check that out because I know diddly squat about Formula One racing.
Well,
Other than
that's
that
a
exists.
podcast.
Do I have a podcast for you?
Yeah, right?
Corey,
Yeah,
I think it's you.
you're right.
Yeah.
My questions
Yeesh.
are themed.
Saying ain't so.
And
I will not.
I was
go.
coming up with these questions. I was racking my brain.
Yeah, you're
What
coming
could I
up.
do?
We were getting rid of the party.
And I was like, I could do F1, but I don't want to take the thunder away from Kennedy.
That's true. Why would you do that?
right.
Yeah.
So I decided not to do that.
Right.
And I looked down to my right, and my office assistant is asleep in his chair.
As always.
For everyone that doesn't know, my office assistant is my cat, Sammy. So I'm doing cat themed.
Whoa.
What? Yeah. So, number 1,
Okay.
Number 1.
cats,
Yes.
felines,
Okay.
Yes.
kitties
Yes.
Yeah.
are naturally born hunters.
I'd say.
Yeah.
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 Because of this, what is their field of view? Hint, it might not be as crazy as you think. Is it A, 45 degrees, B, 90 degrees, C, 120 degrees, or D, 285 degrees?
Shit, I
Did
really.
you say 120?
I did.
Could I have the options again, please?
You certainly may, Andres.
Thank you.
Fucking idiot. A, 40.
Meow there. Calm down.
You.
When? 45 degrees,
We'll talk.
90 degrees, 120 degrees, or 285 degrees.
So this is their total vision, not just one eye.
Yeah.
Okay, 120.
120.
Yeah, I'll go 120.
120.
Yeah.
Really?
285 degrees.
Shit.
Wait, did you say this is not as crazy as you would think?
I fooled you.
Yeah, you fucking lied. That's almost a full circle vision.
Humans are 120. And
Oh.
cats are 285 because of where their eyes are placed on their head because it's a little wider on
yeah,
the face.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm trying to sneak up on my cat and he looks at me, I now know why.
Yeah.
Because he fucking sees you.
Because he sees me.
That's
He can
one-
pretty
Because
much
you're-
see almost full.
It's also because
View.
your stealth is at like an all-time low.
Is that a fat joke?
First off, wait a minute. I will say, while funny, this is coming from a man who walks down the steps like he's trying to fucking bring down the house.
The loudest walker in the room. Oh, there's Andres.
Andres is here. I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right.
Thank you.
How long do cats sleep during the day? Is it A, 5 hours, B, 14.5 hours, C, 17 hours, or D, 21 hours?
Now, we're talking like real sleep or like catnap sleep?
Cats. Sleep.
Like REM sleep?
Was 14.5 an option?
It was.
I will go with 14.5.
Okay.
What's the next one up from 14.5?
17, then 21.
17.
You sticking with 14.5?
Yes.
Well, it's not 14.5. It is 17.
I appreciate the multiple bings.
You're welcome. Cats can be extremely active when they're awake.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that
Makes
they
sense.
sleep 17 hours a day. Although, if you had to ask me, I think my cat sleeps more than that.
Well, I honestly, you said cats are extremely active when they're awake. Honestly, I would expect nothing less because you're not going to be extremely active when you're asleep.
Yeah.
Fucking use your brain, you dillweed.
I quit this podcast.
Get out of here.
I'm starting my own. Andres, want to come with?
I'll do both. I'll do both.
No.
Yeah.
One or
Keeping his
the other.
friendship.
Yeah. No,
I'm
no.
fine with you doing both. This
Nope.
is a Corey problem.
Nope.
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 Fuck you both. Kennedy, can I join your show? Oh, wait, shit, I'm not a woman.
You're pretty, though.
I am pretty. I'll put on a wig.
What's episode? What's question 3?
Yes.
4.
Which country has the largest cat population?
Huh.
Is it A, Brazil, B, China, C, Guyana, or D, USA?
I think it's Brazil.
Brazil? Your choices. You want to again?
Yes, please.
Brazil, China, Ghana, USA.
I'll go China.
Going China, you going Brazil?
Yeah, because I think China probably has like a decent like pest control system in place,
That's what I thought too.
but it's not
USA.
really
Yeah.
Whoa.
25% of the cat population.
of the world.
Yeah.
Go,
Wow.
go United States.
Yeah.
I know.
Interesting.
I know. Cats have little bones in their bodies.
Yeah,
That's how they move.
No, that's muscles.
he's got you there. That's how they stand, Corey.
The muscles move the bones.
That you are correct.
Fuck off. How many of these little bones in their body do they have?
A lot
75,
more,
21,
more,
230,
maybe.
158.
I'll go 158.
You know what? I'm with Andres on this 158.
Shut the hell up. Bless you.
Thank you.
230.
Oh,
Humans have 206.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I read humans have like 300 when they're born, but a lot fuse together.
yeah.
A lot of them being in your skull.
Yes.
Believe that? Cats have more than humans.
Yeah, I expect they have a tail.
I would maybe think one more, but look how tiny they are.
Tail's not one bone. I think it's all relative.
Remember when Sammy had to get part of his tail amputated?
Yeah.
Didn't he break it or something?
Yeah.
Didn't it like compound fracture?
The tip of the tail was sticking through the skin.
I don't understand how that fucking happened. That cat's
don't know
something.
either.
I knew. Right when I got him, $1,500. Didn't have a job.
Well, how much did you get him for?
I don't know. I adopted him.
Well, that's good. Then you didn't spend that much on him.
Well, I spent like $500.
Oh, I spent 1,500 in one spot.
That's true.
The adoption
Yeah.
fee was like $100, and then I had to buy all of his toys and
And how many toys does he play with?
none.
Yeah, that's called owning a cat. I could have told you that ahead of time.
I bought like there's one toy he still likes.
It is. Cats like one toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have 18 toes. Cats. I was going to do that question, but the bones one said
That's why you don't declaw them.
they're outlawing in a lot of places.
I know.
Yeah,
Was not a dig.
that's fine.
I just want to make sure you know it wasn't a dig. It wasn't.
It sounded like a dig.
No, it 100% wasn't. It was more of just like a.
You ready for number 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to do this one because it made me giggle.
Yeah.
In 2015, a domesticated cat named Merlin in the UK broke a Guinness World Record for this. Is it the loudest purr? The fattest cat?
Yeah.
The longest body length?
Nice.
Or the highest jump?
Ooh.
I think Merlin has a lot to say.
You're going loudest purr?
Yeah.
I'm going to go longest body length.
Well, Christian, you're correct.
All right.
The loudest purr by by a domesticated cat. Merlin was at a whopping 67.8 decibels.
Jeez.
Do you have anything to like compare that to? Like, what's 67.8 decibels?
Well, a siren is like 140.
Oh, okay.
That's
pretty loud then, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty decent volume.
Yeah, wow. So probably like the sound of a conversation.
So Merlin was owned by Tracy Westwood at her home in Torquay, Devon, UK on the 2nd of April of 2015.
all of the UK like town names sounds like they like went to the random name generator.
Yeah.
He's called Shet von Alen. Like, oh, where do you live? Crumbleback Pie House. And wherever this
So
lady's from.
a regular conversation is 50 decibels.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
A busy street alarm clock is 60. A hairdryer or noisy restaurant is 70.
So he's louder than a
wow.
conversation, only a little bit
Less
quieter.
than a hairdryer.
That's insane.
A loud radio is 80, bass drum 90, subway train 100, industrial noise 110, jet
Wow.
plane taking off is 120, gunshot metal concert is 130.
That kind of sucks. Imagine your cat's just louder than a conversation constantly.
I know. Well, I guess it's relative to size.
But it was still 68 decibels.
It is, but I think how they did it was relative to its size.
I mean, also probably.
I listened to the video. It was loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
They also say cats purring isn't like at a frequency. It's supposed to be like healing too, like make you feel good.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I read that a cat's purr means can mean they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
It can mean that they don't feel well. They're trying to tell you something.
It's just everything.
It's literally no one. It means they're scared. It means they want you to fuck off.
It's the same with dogs tail wagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a cat's tail is up like a question mark, it means it wants to play.
Yeah, but Sammy's tail's always up and he always still fucking tears into me.
Because he hates you.
I think he has fucking neurological problems.
Oh, he might.
He's allowed to. We support him.
He doesn't do it with me, though.
Yeah, I like when he bats at your mom and then she gets mad at him. He's like, "Don't you dare!"
And hits him back. And bats him back.
You got scolded, you little dummy.
Yeah, it's funny. Sammy can be a real dick to everybody except for me. I'm like,
I know.
I'm his person. I'm his dad.
I guess it makes
Yeah.
sense. He's been better with me.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
Those were some perfect facts.
Yeah.
This episode's honestly definitely not a catastrophe.
You get one.
Hey, I'm feline fine. Andres, do we have a score recap?
Yes. So after
I love that one.
yeah.
do like that
so
one.
after both of your questions and the listener submitted question of the week, I am in the lead with 4, and both of you are tied at 2.
Damn.
I'm the fucking Lizard King. I gotta get something for this table to stop
Yeah.
this.
One day.
Well, you know what? I mean, I have an idea.
A blanket, even
A blanket could be good, but this is even better.
a different table.
That's money.
That is money.
Okay.
Sticky Dicky's floor glue. Sticky Dicky's floor glue. You can slam it on the table and you jam everything down in it. And it's like muffling. Sticky Dicky likes to use it in his bedrooms because Sticky Dicky likes to fuck loud, so it kind of muffles everything.
And Sticky Dicky got a Sticky Dicky.
Sticky Dicky has Sticky Dicky. So he's going in and out like a lot. Sticky Dicky is a terrible roommate to have, but that's why you put it on the floor so then like all of his furniture sticks and you don't hear it.
Yeah.
Sticky Dicky also has it in his shed. And I don't know why, but I
Wow.
don't really want to ask questions. Sticky Dicky's glue.
Don't ask
Thanks,
questions
Sticky Dicky.
you don't want the answer to.
That's true. I definitely don't want to know the answer, but Sticky Dicky's glue. When your
Yeah.
Dicky's feeling icky, get some sticky, and you won't feel too sicky.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sticky Dicky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our sponsor for the week.
I like it.
Thank you, Andres.
Yeah.
I think, by my calculations, it is your turn to give us some trivia.
Yeah, you are correct.
Thank you. Okay, I thought
Yeah,
so. I thought
yeah.
so.
So no theme for me this week. So just
That's okay, buddy.
Just 5 hodgepodge questions here,
Fair enough.
but doesn't mean we're not going to have some fun.
We always have fun here.
That's why
That we do. All right. First question.
Okay.
Betty Lou Oliver holds this world record, which took place in the Empire State Building in 1945. Your options are fastest time to ascend 100 stories, meaning that she ran like up 100 stories worth of stairs the fastest, longest fall survived in an elevator, or evaded police for 72 days by hiding throughout the Empire State Building, like in just like different places throughout the
I'm
building.
going with I think I'm pretty confident about this one. I think it's B.
The longest
elevator?
fall survived in an
Yeah.
elevator. Okay.
I thought I heard something like that, but I don't want to steal your thunder, so I'm going to go up the steps.
So, Corey, you're going longest fall survived in an elevator. Christian, you're going fastest time up the steps.
Yeah. I don't want to piggyback you.
Corey, you are correct.
Yay! Good job.
You could have gone with that.
Yeah, because
Yeah, you could have.
I wasn't too sure, and you picking it like made my decision for me, and I felt like that was disingenuous.
Yeah. So,
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I got this from the Guinness Book of World Records and Wikipedia. On July 28th, 1945, a B-25 Mitchell bomber was on a routine personnel transport mission flying from Bedford Army Airfield in Massachusetts to Newark Airport in New Jersey. Just to calm everybody down here a little bit, this bomber did not have bombs on it. It was just transporting people.
Well, then why call it a bomber?
Because
Yeah.
it is a bomber.
But it didn't have bombs.
Why don't they call it a peopler?
Yeah. Bingo.
Oh my god.
I wish people could have seen the look on Andres' face.
Andres, we can see Andres going gray right now.
He was about to rage quit.
All right, so at the time, the B-25 was
Peopler.
Yeah, the B-25 Peopler was flying through New York. The area was covered in such thick fog at the time that visibility was at 0. The pilot became disoriented in the fog and ended up crashing between the 78th and 80th floor on the north side of the Empire State Building. Betty Lou Oliver, who worked in the Empire State Building as an elevator operator, was in free fall inside one of the elevators after the crash had severed all elevator cables. Oliver fell a whopping 75 stories and survived.
Holy shit.
Good for her.
Her legs had to be through
Any
her
injuries,
mouth, though,
or-
right?
That I'm not sure, but
Oh, she survived. So.
she did survive because
Yeah, but I wonder what the damage, like...
yeah. Well, we'll put it this way: as my favorite quote from the penguins in the Madagascar movies, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
It's got you there.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I want to know more. We'll have
Yeah.
to talk about one day about the fucking crash. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things where from what I remember correctly from my research, the pilot passed the Empire State, or not the Empire State Building. He passed the Chrysler Building, and because of the fog, he became disoriented and took a wrong turn, and somehow just crashed right into the Empire State
Is
Building.
this fucking Al Qaeda test run?
No. What else do I have? Two attributes saved Oliver. The first was the severed cables fell to the bottom of the elevator shaft and cushioned the elevator as it fell
Okay,
to the bottom
fair.
of the shaft. And apparently the buildup of air pressure in the elevator shaft also saved Oliver because the elevator shaft was relatively airtight.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Almost like a hydraulic.
yeah, but it's like I don't know why you would need to make an elevator shaft relatively airtight in 1945.
Yeah. I think it was
Nuclear bombs.
Sure.
not in 45 yet.
Nuclear bombs.
I think
This might have happened just before the
yeah.
bombing.
I think oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I think it was probably less it was airtight. It's probably more just falling so fast that it pushed all the air.
Probably.
Yeah. That's interesting.
She
Yeah.
just had a jump at the last second. She would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I've heard it's a complete myth, actually.
I don't doubt it.
But I would still do it.
The other issue is in the modern world, you never have to worry about an elevator falling.
Yeah, because it's got like those safety latches or whatever.
Well,
Except in Susquehanna's at York College.
fell? It just didn't work.
No, but it was the sketchiest elevator.
Oh, it was very
I
sketchy.
never took that elevator.
Well, there's the teeth, and there's also hydraulics on the bottom that like cushion the fall, and elevator cables are made of 5 different cables. Each one of those cables can hold the max weight of the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
Not if a plane crashes into it and severs everything.
You're
Correct.
absolutely correct there.
Correct.
Okay, you got me there. Okay, Andres, what's number 2 for us?
All right. Number 2. In 1808, 2 Frenchmen decided to take their duel to the next level by doing this.
A
playing throw burrito.
A truel.
All great options. However, the following might get you closer to the answer.
Okay.
Your options are tie their left hands together and fight to the death with daggers in the back of a horse-drawn carriage, fight each other with swords in a dark room, shoot at each other from 2 hot air balloons, or joust, but with actual spears and no armor.
I like the first one.
You like to tie their left hands together
Yeah,
and fight
that's-
to the death with daggers in the
that
back of
sounds
a
fun.
horse-drawn carriage?
I believe it was the hot air balloons.
You believe it was the hot air balloons?
Yeah.
You're still going with what's it called? The daggers, tying your hands together in daggers.
Da.
Christian, you are correct.
Yay!
Yeah, so
You sounded pretty sure about that.
I did think I remember hearing about this.
yeah, so
Nifty.
Nifty.
yeah. So I got this from the Today I Learned subreddit and the YouTube channel Blue Jay. The duel involves two Frenchmen, and I apologize for my mispronunciations because my French is horrible.
Just make it annoying sounding.
So the two Frenchmen are Monsieur de Grandpré and Monsieur de Pique.
Monsieur de Madrid and Monsieur de
Monsieur de Grandpré and Monsieur de Pique.
Yeah,
There you go.
they were dueling over.
Two good translations.
Yeah.
Two good translations. The two men were dueling over Paris opera dancer Mademoiselle Trevite. Trevite was dating Monsieur de Grandpré and started seeing Monsieur de Pique on the side.
Hussy.
Fucking scamp.
Yeah, right.
Scamp.
Scamp. Scampy. You little scamp.
Scamp. What are you doing?
Both men laid claim to Mademoiselle Trevite's heart and decided to duel for her affection. But for some reason, both men decided that a regular duel 10 paces apart with pistols was too average, too boring, too typical. You pick your adjective. So they decided to up the ante of the duel by having it take place in hot air balloons and arm themselves with a blunderbuss. For those of you that don't know,
Why?
the blunderbuss is a precursor to the shotgun.
That's you didn't have to get anywhere close to shooting them.
I know. So they armed themselves with blunderbusses, and their seconds were controlling the hot air balloons. So the two men could actually like shoot at each other. So the duel took place on May 3rd, 1808. Grandpré and Pique ascended in their respective hot air balloons, with their seconds piloting the balloons, as I had mentioned before. Once the balloons were half a mile off the ground and about 80 yards apart, the two men fired at each other. Pique fired first and missed. Grandpré fired and hit Pique's balloon, which deflated and plummeted to the ground. The balloon hit the roof of a nearby home with such force that Pique and his second literally broke apart on impact.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. So they lost.
Oh yeah, they lost hard. They lost real bad.
Jesus.
Accounts describe the incident as Pique and his second being, and I quote, dashed to pieces on a housetop.
I feel bad for the second. This
Oh, yeah.
poor fucker just got roped in.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like, I'm fucking dying for you here.
I like the idea of them not telling him what happened. They just hired him, and he's like, "Oh, I do have the
Yeah.
gun."
What do you have?
Who is that man? Why does he also have a gun? This is not in my rider.
So I have a surprise for you guys.
Yes.
I have two hot air balloons waiting outside.
Let's do it. Also,
Not funny.
Not funny.
yeah, it was. I thought it
Very
was
funny. I thought it was very funny. Thank you.
Also, Corey, since you, this is for you, since you really liked that first option, that duel actually happened.
Really?
Oh. Have you talked about it before? Is that why I knew it sounded familiar?
No, I don't think I've talked about it before. But it was kind of the that whole duel was like occurred because one guy disarmed the other guy 4 times in just like a plain sword fight. So they're like, all right, this isn't going to settle anything. Let's do something a little bit more intense.
People would be crazy.
I don't
People be
counterpoint. If
crazy.
you get disarmed 4 times, I think it's been settled 4 times.
Yeah.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
If you can't hold on to your freaking sword,
The one thing you have to do.
and this dude's letting you lose your sword 4 times.
Seems like it was German.
No, I think they were French.
Leave it to the fucking French.
Yeah, right.
Give us another one.
Give us another.
All right.
Hey, brother.
There's an endless road to Regis Scholar.
Number 3. In 1835, Ohio and Michigan fought for control of this territory. Your options are the Maumee River wetlands, Toledo, or the Bass Islands. Yeah, I know.
It's definitely Toledo.
The idea, I almost going to say Toledo, because the idea of anybody shedding blood for fucking Toledo is amazing to me.
Both of you are going Toledo?
Yeah,
Yes.
I gotta go Toledo.
Well,
Oh, please be
both of you are correct. It's Toledo.
God. Like, that's... it's like getting shot over Cincinnati. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
I want Toledo. Oh, okay.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
I was actually going to give you Toledo, so this is good.
Oh, I wish it were that simple.
Oh, no, Toledo.
Yeah. So I got
Please don't.
So I got this from the book of weird and unusual trivia.
Thank you to your aunt and uncle.
We'll get there. We'll get there. So this is a long one, and this goes off the rails real quick, so bear with me. So in 1787, Congress passed the Northwest Ordinance, which established state borders for the future states of Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio. When establishing these borders for these states, the map that was being used as reference was charted by John Mitchell in 1755, which placed the future port city of Toledo in Ohio. What didn't do this dispute any favors is when Congress passed the Enabling Act of 1802, which allowed Ohio to begin its process to become a state, and made the language for Ohio's state borders rather ambiguous.
The biggest fucking mistake we ever made, giving Ohio statehood.
Pretty much. Also, why? Also, it's like, why would you not put explicit language for where the borders are?
Seems like it was ripe to make Toledo a violent situation.
Yeah, right. And in 1805, Michigan began its process to become a state, and with improved cartography, claimed ownership of Toledo because the Mitchell map was obviously outdated, and also for whatever reason, the borders didn't line up with like the shores of like Lake Michigan and Lake Erie. Where was in 1817, surveyors called by both states in order to back up their respective claims to the now dubbed Toledo Strip, which was a 468 square mile area that contained Toledo, some farmland, and some swampland. In January of 1835, some more dick measuring occurs between the two states, and things get heated in April of that year when both Michigan and Ohio send militia forces to enforce their respective claims to the Toledo Strip. It took about a week for both militias to find each other, and when they did, they decided to shout profanities at each other rather than shoot at each other.
I'm glad no one died.
Yeah, it's like fuck you, we want Toledo. Fuck you, we also want Toledo.
You know how that should have went? Fuck you, we want Toledo. Okay.
Yeah. So
we have one listener from Toledo who's like, fuck this show.
Yeah, right.
I hate these kids.
There was one single casualty where Michigan Sheriff Joseph Wood was stabbed in the thigh with a penknife by a man named 2 Stickney. His first name was the number 2. 2 Stickney stabbed Wood while Wood attempted to arrest his father, Benjamin Stickney, Benjamin Stickney, just for some reference here, preferred to number his sons rather than actually give them actual first names.
You know, that man definitely showed his kids enough love and affection.
Yeah, or at least his sons.
Oh my God.
Do you have a penknife?
Well, a penknife's basically a pocket knife, so technically, yes.
Now, did he get his name changed to a 2-stick thigh after this?
Nice.
So how did he die from that?
Oh, he didn't die. He survived. Casualty.
Dysentery.
Yeah. I mean, sure. In the 1800s, yeah, why not?
I was thinking infection of blood. Okay, casualty.
Casualty can encompass dead, wounded, or missing.
I thought it was dead.
Yeah, no, he survived it. I sure hope he survived. But
infection.
Well, true, but also it's like if you can't survive being stabbed with like a 1.5 inch to 2 inch long bladed penknife,
then you definitely can't survive being stabbed with 3-inch blade.
Correct. Yeah. Long story short,
Still pretty big.
It's big. Trust me, it's big. It's above average.
We'll let you have that. It's still pretty big. Long story short, Andrew Jackson, facing an election year, gave Toledo to Ohio and denied Michigan statehood until it gave up its claims to the Toledo Strip. Michigan gave up its claim to Toledo in December of 1836 and was given the Upper Peninsula Territory. So,
is that how Michigan ended up being fucking 2 different states like that?
Pretty much, yeah. So all in all, Ohio gained a port city while Michigan gained a territory rich in timber, copper, and iron.
I was going to kind of give Andrew Jackson some shit, but you know what? Of all the things Andrew Jackson did, I think this was the least bad.
Yeah, I would agree.
So we could do a whole fucking series on why he was probably the worst president in my book.
He's up there.
Yeah.
It's you can't really deny it these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good argument to be made. He's the one who ruined the South.
That I couldn't tell. That I couldn't argue with.
He wouldn't continue Reconstruction basically.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he was mad about the Civil War.
You know, if you really wanted to learn about all this history, do I have a musical for you? Hamilton?
Fuck off. Next question.
No, Hamilton's too early for this.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson was Civil War, bud.
Do I have a musical for you?
Not the Book of Mormon either.
Yeah.
Give us another question.
Right. So, question 4. Diaka vodka, spelled D-I-A-K-A, is the most expensive vodka in the world, mostly due to its unique filtration process, which involves 100 of these.
Potatoes.
Your options are crystals, diamonds, emeralds, or blue sapphires?
Oh my god, it's fucking diamonds. I hate rich people. This is so dumb.
You going with diamonds?
Diamonds. Oh.
Corey?
Why do you say that? Do you know?
It just seems like a fucking annoying rich person.
Give me the gems again.
Crystals, diamonds, emeralds, or blue sapphires?
Like, if you believe filtering this fucking vodka through a gem has any effect on its taste, I have
Blue sapphire.
You're going blue sapphire. Christian, you're going diamonds?
I have a timeshare to sell you, too.
Christian, you're correct. It's diamonds.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
It's so dumb.
So I got this from the Book of Extraordinary Facts and also confirmed this with the New York Times. Daika which is basically a shortened form of diamond vodka, is the most expensive vodka in the world for two reasons. First, there are crystals in the bottle itself. And second, the vodka has a unique filtration process where the vodka is filtered through 100 diamonds, some of which are up to a carat in size.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it do? Does it taste good? It probably tastes like shit still. It's vodka.
The only other stuff that I could find on like the vodka is that it was made of rye, wheat, and barley, and was crafted to be drunk at room temperature rather than chilled. But I mean, still, it's like it's vodka. It's a clear distilled spirit. You can only get so like
good.
luxurious with it.
And like it's supposed to not taste like anything. So even your best vodka still just doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
Where can you buy this?
It's been out for a little bit because if I remember correctly, the New York Times article came out in 2007.
And how much is it?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. That was going to be my next point.
Too much.
You are correct.
Yes.
Anybody want to take a guess?
Give me a range. More than 500?
No.
Let's get a bottle.
I think
250.
Even lower, surprisingly.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
100.
Yeah. $100 a bottle.
Oh.
That's not terrible.
Well, let's go get a
I
bottle.
guess because even the most expensive vodka is still,
Let's have Jim pay for us. Jim pay for our bottle of Daika vodka.
like we said, even the most expensive vodka is still like odorless, tasteless liquor.
Yeah, exactly.
Still vodka. Where? Wait, can I get this anywhere? I know I just asked that.
I mean, I would assume it's Polish in origin, so we'd probably have better chances of finding it on the European market. Just a guess.
So I was going to say it, but I still going to say it. If you
Yeah.
buy this vodka, I think that should trigger something where the IRS automatically audits you. Because you have too much money to spend.
Summer party idea.
So, no, if you're spending $100 in liquor.
Summer party idea.
If you're spending $100 in
Summer
liquor.
party idea. Listen to me.
What?
Keg of
Shut the fuck up.
So here's also the other thing. So we're talking $100 per bottle. When I
Yeah.
assume bottle, I'm gonna assume that's a 750 milliliter
Yeah.
bottle,
Yes.
which is like 25.4 ounces. So still, like, can you imagine the fucking markup if you were to get that? If you were to drink that neat at a bar, or God forbid, have that be the spirit in a cocktail.
That's a $50 drink right there.
I was going to say it
Absolutely.
might be a $100 drink because
Easily.
you could trick some fuckers to mark it up.
Here's also the other thing. If you're using such a luxurious vodka, why wouldn't you use every other luxurious ingredient that you have? So I don't doubt that any like upscale bar in some like world class city would fucking
they probably put like fucking gold leaf in it and like.
And I thought liking Grey Goose was bougie.
The only time you should be spending that much money on a liquor is like good single malt whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, at least
No, I don't really agree with that. Because there's some really good gins. Tequila.
There are some good gins.
here's the problem with the whiskey, the tequila, and the gin that you guys just mentioned. All have more flavor than vodka.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I'm okay with those being a little bit more.
He was about
elevated.
to shit on tequila.
No,
though.
no, I was about to shit on expensive tequilas because I've yet to find tequila that is better than that fucking Costco $30 bottle.
Oh, I had one with my dad.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous amount of
Yeah.
money.
Well,
That
keep in
was
mind,
way better.
Keep in mind, you can age tequilas like you age whiskey.
Whiskeys.
So I mean, you could. So those expensive tequilas could be up there with the expensive whiskeys.
Sarah's folks brought us over a bottle that was like over $100 to try.
Yeah.
And we tried it alongside the Costco tequila, and we're all like, fuck, the Costco tequila is like miles above this
The
tequila.
Costco tequila is weirdly good.
It is. It shouldn't be
Yeah.
as good as it is. It is like near no burn. It's fantastic liquor.
Yeah.
Do you have a number 5 for us?
Yes, I do have
getting stuck on
I do
tequila.
have
We
I
did
do have a
get
number
stuck.
5. There's nothing wrong with that because
Well, if there's one thing we all know, it's booze.
Yeah.
I do like vodka though.
I like a good vodka. I'm not spending $100 for a
I
diet
didn't spend
vodka.
$100.
I wouldn't either.
I'm okay with Smirnoff in drinks.
In drinks.
In drinks, if I'm going to drink it, or Tito's, or
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I like Grey Goose. If I'm going to drink it. I rarely drink vodka
Straight.
neat.
Well, the other issue is vodka can only get so filtered. After that,
True.
you're paying for a name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's also the other thing. If you're gonna be mixing in general, you don't necessarily need like the best
mid-tier.
tasting liquor to go in your drink. That doesn't mean you need to have the well drink when you when you're making a cocktail, but still, it's like you don't need this Dyke vodka either.
What's your go-to liquor drink at a bar? Oh, mine's vodka soda with a lime.
Ooh.
Soda water.
Well, it's like I
not
found-
like soda.
Yeah. Well, it's like I found beer, so but I usually go the beer list. But I mean,
I know. Say they don't have beer. Say it's a
yeah.
fancy, classy event.
okay. I'll follow on the coattails of my dad and my sister. I'll go in old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned's good.
Gin and tonic.
Gin
tonic.
Gin and tonic's a classic.
See,
one.
I just hate tonic because it's bitter,
Yeah, that's fair.
and I don't like old fashions because I don't like whiskey.
That's fair.
You get 'em with bourbon. The bourbon will be better because it's a little bit sweeter.
See, here's the thing. I don't like bourbon either.
You just don't
Really?
like any of that wheat, green.
I don't like any of that brown. The brown.
You don't
liquors.
like the brown spirits? Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
I do like a good rum and coke.
Rum and Coke's good.
Rum and
I
Coke's
think
pretty good.
I think we were talking about like non-bougie drink things. Rum and coke might be my go-to.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm gonna pick one, it's gonna be gin and tonic.
Yeah.
Kamikazes are good.
Kamikazes are good.
Wasn't kamikaze the fucking St. Patrick's Day drinks that I finished?
Yes.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
a fucking 40.
lemon.
It was
and-
40 a six pack of Guinness, and then everyone's like
Yeah.
half drank kamikazes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, I just remember this. Green tea, the one that's those are so
Okay,
good.
that's whiskey, right?
That- yeah,
I
that's
like.
that's Irish whiskey, but it's got like sweet and sour mix,
I like
simple
that,
syrup, the
Yeah, that's good.
Sprite.
I had a friend who worked at a bar in Gettysburg, and
Yeah.
it was great because I wouldn't have to pay for drinks because like it was packed anyway. So we
Damn,
just
good for you, man.
We got like a round of green tea shots. At the end, the guy was like, "Okay, like here's your tab." And we're all kind of like, "Oh fuck!" Charged everyone $1.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah! It was great.
Yeah.
They were like $10 shots, so we're all like, "Damn it!"
Yeah,
we thought he was
funny.
gonna comp them.
Well, but here's also the other thing: if you can't afford to go out and drink, don't
No,
go
we
out
could,
and drink.
but-
Bingo.
Yeah,
You could, but like this was the same bar that I went to on St. Patrick's Day one time, and I was getting 2 Guinness for $1.50 every time I went up.
That's cheap.
A $1.50 for a pour.
So
Wow.
it was St. Patrick's Day, so the Guinness were already $1.50. It was a super good deal, and I would go up, and the guy was like, whatever the girl's name was, like, "Hey, hook him up." The lady kept bringing me over 2 pints of Guinness at a time. I was
What was this?
18, I think, 18, 19.
Okay.
18.
I would love to go back to Guinness.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Number 5.
Number
Oh,
5.
sorry, what?
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
want-
Like the brewery, we can talk about this. I think we
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
I think we can do it this year.
What?
Go to
Oh,
the brewery
go to
again.
the Guinness Brewery.
Yeah,
Oh.
Okay.
maybe figure it out. Okay,
Yeah,
number
we'll
5.
figure
Let's
it out. All
get
right.
it. Send us home, bud.
All right. Here we go. So in 1974, the Cleveland Guardians held this sale, in order to attract more patrons to attend games. Your options are first 2 beers free, 10-cent beer cups, $5 tickets, or first 50 people get some game used equipment after the game.
First 2 beers free.
Corey?
What was the third option?
$5 tickets.
I'm going number 2.
You're going 10-cent beer cups?
Yeah.
All right. Christian, what was yours again?
First 2 beers free.
First 2 beers free? Oh, okay. Well, Corey, you're correct with 10-cent beer cups.
Holy shit.
Yes. So I got this from the
Good job,
book.
dude.
I got this from the Book of Unusual Knowledge. Yes, very nice guess on your part. In June 1974, in order to entice more fans to come see them play, the Cleveland Indians, as they were known at the time, held 10-cent beer night for a game against the Texas Rangers. Promotion drew more than 25,000 people, which was twice the amount of people that usually attend their games at the time.
Jesus.
But that's where the good news ends.
I imagine.
And now we get to the part of the story as to why it made it onto our show.
Oh, boy.
the bloodshed.
Almost. As you may have guessed, when a large crowd drinks copious amounts of alcohol, things start to get weird.
Yeah.
In the second inning, a presumably intoxicated woman ran onto the field topless.
I do like the word presumably. Like, we don't know for sure. We're just guessing.
Yeah. Because it was the first incident that happened. Because, it's like, for all we know, she could have just wanted to get on TV, or she just could have been totally wasted.
That's true. Nice boobies.
In the fourth inning, a fully naked man ran out onto the field,
Nice. Gender representation. I like it. Equality.
And
Oh,
slid into second base.
that's
Hey.
dedication right
Oh,
there.
ow.
Yeah. Also, in the 5th inning.
Wait, front ways or on their?
You know, it didn't say, but still, it's like.
Just imagine him just going dick first.
Ow.
You just see this like indent the whole way. Was he hard?
I don't. Okay. We'll have
Imagine
to.
that line of blood that followed.
No thanks.
Oh man. Also, all right. So in the 5th inning, a couple of fans mooned the Rangers. Others tossed lit firecrackers into the Rangers bullpen. How did they bring them in? Listen.
It was pre 9/11.
It's
That's
pre 9/11.
true.
It's
That's true.
1974.
Oh, okay, that makes
or
sense.
yeah, it's 1974. People, it's like that was like it was a stupid prank, but it was a prank, considered a prank nonetheless.
Thank God this wasn't up in Boston. We had a fucking race riot.
Oh my god, yeah. Towards the end of the game, people were throwing anything they could from, and this is what the book says, from anything from tennis balls to batteries onto the field. They were that.
Imagine being like the fucking shortstop player getting hit in the head with a 9-volt fucking battery.
You're that. Could you also imagine being in a crowd of 25,000 people that were that drunk that just decided to just throw shit onto the field?
Oh, that hurts.
Also, people were ripping apart seats and using pieces of metal as weapons. I guess.
For what? Why
I
were they?
think-
Why
I
did
think-
they need the weapons?
I think people just got way too rowdy and
I
just started
guess.
like an all-out brawl.
So it sounds like 10-cent beer night was a rousing success.
I would say.
There's a little bit more. By the time the game was in its 9th inning, people were running out onto the field and all hell broke loose. Players had to use their bats in order to protect themselves from all the drunk people as they tried to get off the field.
I like that this game went to the 9th inning.
Yeah.
You should have stopped this pretty soon.
I know,
somehow
right?
they were able to stay level-headed enough to make it to the 9th inning. Also, and this is like the caveat of like this whole thing, which somehow for me it's the funniest part of this whole thing. All of the bases were stolen, like literally stolen. 25,000 drunk people freaking just ran out onto the field, just fighting anyone that they could that was like within like 10 feet of them.
Imagine-
and they decided to steal the
You
bases.
stole it home. You stole it
Yeah.
first.
Imagine.
I got it.
What year was this?
74.
Imagine it would be like my dad, like me going to the basement one day, be like, Dad, what's this base from?
It's like, well, I gotta sit down. I got a
So now I
story
got a story for you.
Yeah.
about a dime, a cup, and a lot
I
of
was
drunk
about
people.
12
Yeah.
years old, and you'll never believe this. They just gave me a beer cup.
Yeah.
1974, different time.
Yeah.
They just gave
Yeah.
me beer.
Yeah, I came in with a roll of dimes and I had all the beer I could drink. Yeah, and also...
And then I chucked whatever dimes I left over at the shortstop set.
and then last but not least about this game, the Indians had to forfeit the game due to the crowd's less than stellar behavior.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, right?
Good God.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. That was a fun game in 1974.
That is a good ending to this. I need to look that up and see if there's any footage.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to find footage of this, or even just like pictures at this point.
There you go. If we can find footage, make that an after show. Us just watching.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh, what an ending. Oh.
What an ending.
So, Andres, where do we stand with that?
Yeah.
Before we get there, I actually have a small listener shout out that I'd like to give.
Oh.
Before I declare a winner here, I'd like to give the shout out to my uncle Jojo, my aunt Susie, and my cousin Gigi. They were the ones who gave me these books that I used as sources in these questions.
Aw.
So thank you to the three of you for the belated Christmas presents. I love you all, and I'm sure I'll see you guys pretty soon.
Oh, thank you, JoJo, Gigi, and
Susie.
Susie. Susie.
Thank you, them.
Yeah.
Especially Gigi. Thanks, Gigi.
So with that, we have a rather peculiar ending to our episode 18 because
I got a 3. Roll your dice.
Are we just assuming it's us time?
Yes.
Whoa. You are correct. Both of you are tied. However, per the rules, I do have a tiebreaker question.
Oh, but roll your dice anyway. Let's see what would happen.
Fuck.
We would have tied again.
So both of you rolled a 3 from an exhibition standpoint.
Look at you putting your hand on your hip like that.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah, so I'll have to give you this tiebreaker question. I'd actually like to use a old school listener submitted question of the week that was emailed to us.
Oh,
George,
shit.
George.
George.
Okay, hold up.
George.
So in all fairness, we do have a edition of our show with my dad in the works.
We do.
George. Oh my God! All right. So with that, I'll hold off on his second question. However, I will use a question that was submitted by my cousin Chris.
Chris.
Yes. Also before we begin, Chris, thank you for your patience. I know we changed up our formats like pretty much just after you sent us this listener submitted question of the week.
We should have done the ones that were in the queue first.
I know. I still got some for your dad too.
Yeah. So we will now read. I will now read your question now. And again, thank you for your support of our show. And thank you,
Chris.
Thanks, bud.
And thanks for giving us this listener submitted question of the week.
Part 2.
Yes. So with
Don't
that,
play the music.
Don't play. Yeah.
Okay. It's dumb trivia.
So with that, Chris's listener submitted question is: what bird was used in a live shooting event at the 1900 Summer Olympic Games in Paris? Your options are:
Quail.
we'll get there. A, crow. B, wood quail. C, pigeon. Or D, oriole.
Crow.
Christian, you are going crow.
Christian, you're going crow?
You're going Corey?
I'm going to stick with my guns and say quail.
You're going to go quail?
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be interesting because the answer is pigeon.
Pigeon. Now what?
I got more tiebreakers. So
Okay,
I swear to God, one of you better get one right by law of averages. So his write-up is: live pigeon shooting was briefly an Olympic sport. While Olympic events like solo synchronized swimming are weird enough, nothing comes close to live pigeon shooting at the 1900 Summer Games in Paris. The event entailed hundreds of pigeons being released in front of the competitors, who sat back and slaughtered them.
Oh my God.
How the fuck do you judge?
I don't know. Like at that point,
They just wanted to kill the pigeons.
yeah, right. While the mass murder of hundreds of birds would never fly today for obvious reasons, this event is so
Nice.
This event is so ill-advised that this was the first and last time it was ever part of the Olympics.
Yeah, because they did it. They're like, fuck, how do we score this?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because it's like
Good job, everyone.
Especially like if you have hundreds of birds and you have like all the competitors just in a firing line.
Yeah.
How do you know who shot who?
You guys are all bronze winners in our eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, give us another. We're going to do this.
Okay.
Thanks,
okay.
Chris.
Yeah,
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, Chris, for your listener submitted question of the week. Appreciate you waiting for us to so long for us to read that.
It was Andres' fault.
Sure, fine.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
Broken.
Let's do this one since.
Don't look. You're cheating.
I'm not. Why would never do that?
Okay.
What year did the Bee Gees release their last studio album? Your options are 1991, 1993, 1997, or 2001.
Hold on. Let me look it up.
2001.
I was also going to go 2001.
Oh, fuck. Then, you have to pick a different answer.
No, that's not right. Because you said it before me. Maybe we should just go like 1, 2, 3 and say it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2001. See? What is it, Andres?
It's 2001. Fuck!
Okay, roll the dice. At this point, this is basically like hockey shootout time.
Wait. Do one more.
Okay.
You want one? You want one more?
One more.
After 3, we do shootout style. We roll the dice.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Or we can just go with who rolled the higher on the first listener submitted.
Shut up. We're re-rolling.
All right.
We tied, though.
Okay.
Nah, you and Andres tied.
Oh, on the
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
No.
Corey got 4. You got 2.
No.
All right. How many kilometers can sharks travel in a day? Your options are 14, 25, 70, or 315.
3. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
75.
Oh no, it was 70. But
70.
You still going with 70? You're
Yeah.
going with 315.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Corey, you are correct at 70.
Finally!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just happy to be done with
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you know what the worst part about it is?
What?
I was gonna pick 70, but I thought they could probably do more than that.
Oh, that's nice that you believe
Yeah.
in them.
I did believe in them.
So I got this from Wikipedia. Sharks can travel 70 to 80 kilometers in a day, which converts to 43 48.5 to 49.71 miles.
Good job, guys.
Just to put things into perspective, Corey, you and I are a distance of 44 miles away from each other.
I'm surprised they can't do more than that.
That's kind of what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a lot of swimming.
I
though.
guess we
There's
are
a lot of swimming.
We are talking about probably like a relatively leisurely pace.
Yeah.
that's fair. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
Corey, shoot me in the fucking head.
Well, no,
Oh
Andre
no, he
still
would have
lost.
shot. He would have shot me in the head.
Oh.
Also, I what was it? I left the Nerf gun in the car. So
Hit him with the dice. Yeah, it sounds like it wasn't comfortable
Yeah.
at all.
yeah,
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're
Hey, at
fine.
least you didn't whip it at him.
Yeah.
True. That could have gone way worse. So,
We have a little dot in your head.
okay.
Aw.
I've got.
Did I hit you with the corner?
You might have. In
Wait,
all
unless it's a mole.
In all fairness,
Oh, no, that's
I've
a
got.
mole. That's
I've
a
got
mole.
like
That's a mole.
4, like going in
okay,
like a nice,
good.
and going
Okay.
like
I
a
just
nice
felt
acute
so bad.
angle.
Yeah, I thought that was a dot from the dice. I was like, good God.
Yeah. So with that. Corey, you are the winner of episode 18
Good job.
of Dumb Trivia.
Good job, dude.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks,
Good.
Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
everyone.
George.
Thanks, Kennedy. Why are you
Thank
thanking
you,
George?
Kennedy.
Just in case?
Because
Just-
why
George?
wouldn't you thank George?
No. I'm not against thanking him. I just didn't know if there was something I missed.
Nothing.
Okay.
Just thank you, George.
Thanks, George.
Yeah, thanks,
And
Dad.
Teresa.
And Izzy.
Thanks, Mom.
No.
Oh.
Not Izzy.
Thank you, Izzy. I'll thank you.
Corey's got beef with Izzy right now.
Still mad at Izzy.
And then, just because this will tickle her pink, shout out to Megan,
Which one?
Which one?
Oh,
our fan Megan.
yeah.
Which one?
The one who wrote our
Nice review.
Yeah,
Megan
the one-
B?
Yeah, Megan B. Shout out.
yeah.
Thanks, Megan.
Thank you, Megan,
Wu-Tang.
for that wonderful review
Yeah,
on
Megan.
Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
I didn't know someone left a review. But
Yeah.
you did. And
Yeah,
it was
I read-
amazing.
Yeah, I read,
delightful.
yeah, I read it before we
I know.
did the show.
It was
yeah.
very cute. We
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Listeners, please review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what else we got to say, guys? Thanks for listening. Hope
Yeah.
you enjoyed it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones, tell your enemies. Tell
your dog.
Tell your dog, tell your cat.
Yeah.
Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mother, tell your cousin. If you really liked us, you could maybe give us a little bit of money. I know times are tough, but I mean, you could maybe go to ko-fi.com/dumbtrivia, or you don't.
$5.
$5, or maybe you don't. You could just also like follow us on Instagram at
Yeah.
dumbtrivia, or tell your friends. You could follow Corey on Instagram.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your username, Corey?
Follow me.
Okay. Hey, you can follow Andres on Instagram.
Yeah.
Corey W099.
okay.
Oh, there it is.
Follow Andres.
God, he's difficult sometimes. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at There's No Way This App Will Last.
And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Crimbus Rimbus.
Or follow Dumb Trivia
on Instagram. I did say that.
and Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, and Facebook. I forget about Facebook.
Yeah.
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 At Dumb Trivia.
Yeah, we're there. And then you can find us wherever you get your podcast except for Pandora.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Pandora.
Yeah.
All right, this has been episode 18 of Dumb Trivia.
It has been.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're actually on Pandora yet. Should we
I've
look?
been like ripping into them. They've been
I know,
like,
right?
Guys.
Honestly, I'm waiting for a cease and desist from Pandora just to be
I would
like,
love it.
you guys are fucking us over by telling us by saying that you are not on our platform.
You're ruining it for tens of listeners, guys.
Yeah, right.
But while Corey's doing that, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Hey, Pandora. Fuck you.
And,
Well, that settles it.
yeah, Pandora, fuck you, I guess.
Yeah.
So tune in next week for Pandora Thugs to beat our kneecaps in.
Yeah.
They have a podcast called Is We Dumb? Yeah, you sound dumb with an Is We Dumb.
Yeah, I see that a lot. Anytime I look up dumb, we gotta figure out who they are and what's their beef.
What beef do they have with the title of Is We Dumb?
You know what? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe they're nice people. We were talking shit.
Nah, fuck no.
No. We're only whoa. Let's leave them out of this.
You're
and let's
just mad at Pandora. Yeah,
let's
dude.
just- let's just be mad at
you, Is
Pandora.
We Dumb?
Yeah, whatever. Is we dumb?
Yeah.
You seem chill.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
We haven't listened to you. We
Yeah.
don't know.
If you want to, just because of the whole name affiliation, email us at dumbtrivia@gmail.com if you want to set up something.
Like a
can talk.
fight.
We could, whether it be a fight, whether it be like an appearance on each other's shows. We'll, let's talk this out.
A fight on each other shows.
Ooh, and
We
we
could do
only
that
do
too.
fights a la medieval warfare tactics. So
I love
full
it.
plate armor,
Jousting.
Ooh,
We could do
yes.
jousting.
I think I'd rock with a warhammer.
The ball and chain is in your court. Is We Dumb?
Yeah.
It's called a flail.
The flail is in your court.
Yeah.
Ball and chain.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my friend
You
Nate.
know, the only reason we know about Is We Dumb is because we share a word in our titles.
Yes. Reminds me of a friend Nate when we were talking about different sports that rich people play, and I said polo, and then like
Oh my God.
four sports later, he's like horse croquet. It's like, you mean polo? Polo.
Pretty much any equestrian sport is
Yeah.
is a shoo-in for like rich people to play.
Yeah.
Good lord,
You know how
guys.
fucking expensive those horses are?
Upkeep's expensive, but okay. Well, that's my ride. So let's get out of here.
All right, guys. This was fun.
Yeah, I
this
love
has
you
been
all.
episode 18 of Dumb Trivia. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
And what do we got to say about this?
Yeah, Corey, what do we have to say about this?
Every day, dolphins are under attack.
Other soundbite.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Roll the outro.
It's dumb trivia, where the questions are dumb and the hosts are dumber. It's dumb trivia. You'll probably learn a lot of things you didn't want to discover. You don't win anything, but that's alright. You can look down on your buddies with your bragging rights. Hang with Corey, Andres, and Christian too. They're best friends, now they're friends with you. Knowing nothing is the only criteria. Come on, it's dumb trivia.